Greetings, grapple fans. And welcome, because we're back. Welcome to the lost art of wrestling. Shut up.
Kayfabe.
God, I hate you. The utter bastard. So I'll do it again. Hello and welcome to the lost art of wrestling. Or should I say greetings, grapple fans. I actually looked up the definition of kayfabe once and I was like, he's actually fucking right. Bastard.
I know I was right from the beginning.
But it's my show. You just appear. You're the talent.
I know. I have to come and deliver audio gold. I have to get this shit over.
And appear more than Brock Lesnar.
Everyone appears more than Brock Lesnar. We podcast more than Brock Lesnar.
This is true. So yeah, welcome to the Lost Art of Wrestling. We are back after taking a brief hiatus after Wrestlemania, because after putting out 9 episodes in 2 months.
Yeah. A shit ton.
On our schedule.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Especially after fucking WrestleMania 9.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting until next year when someone goes, do WrestleMania 11. No.
I will happily review whatever WrestleMania they want for Patreon. To be fair, if you want to send in a match and want us to review it, we'll review it on Patreon. Why not?
Wrestlers, send in your matches. We'll review them on Patreon. Yes, if you have a show suggestion, send it in and we'll review it for Patreon. And then about a month later, you might get it free.
Well, we'll see.
Or donate $1 a month and get it. Plus all the other content you get.
Yeah.
Bonus remastered episodes. Because I've started taking down the old ones.
Oh, fair enough.
Old bonus ones.
Yeah. I have seen.
Yeah. So. So yeah, what's been happening since Mania? Quite a bit, to be fair.
Yeah, quite a lot has changed. Do we want to talk states of current rosters, like after the shake-up? Or do we want to talk NXT UK starting? World of Sport actually somehow has been syndicated?
Well, yeah, we'll do the Brit stuff first.
Okay.
So that's World of Sport.
Yes, it is happening. It is back on ITV. I can't remember when, though.
I think it's day on 26th. Today is Thursday today. This
Yes.
weekend, Saturday, 5 o'clock on ITV.
I'll probably record it and watch it at
Yeah,
some
I
point.
will.
Because the roster's not even the same as it was back when they first did the pilot, and they put that out.
Is it there's the odd stars there on
The odd star's still there, but like
is it Davey Boy Jr.?
Yeah,
Harry,
he's still there.
Whatever. Is he? All right.
Yeah, he's still there, but like Ligero was on that card,
Ah, yes.
and Zach Gibson was on that card, but now they're obviously in the WWE brand. But I mean, there's still a number of guys there. A couple of guys I didn't expect to be there. Didn't expect to see Doug Williams.
Yeah.
Was advertised on there. Can only be a good thing. I still think he's an excellent wrestler. He's probably a bit. He's probably at the end of his career.
Yeah,
I would say
he's nearing it. Yeah.
So can't see him ever, having that WWE run or anything like that. But it's good to see him on World of Sport.
Do you not remember when we saw Doug Williams in WWE?
Yes, I do. Yeah, at one time. But, it's...
He got beat by Carlito.
Yes, he did. Yes. But less about that. Let's fuck Carlito.
Let me just get there is a poster. Let me just get the poster up, because it did show the roster and that as well.
Yeah,
so.
like Grado was on it, but I mean, I've never been a big fan of Grado's stuff. It's one.
I was into it at first when the stuff he was doing was funny.
Yeah.
Whereas now it just seems more. he sort of seems to have disappeared from the limelight almost a bit. Like he's not made himself trying to make himself go viral or anything like people do nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
But then, well, he was viral a few years ago.
Yeah. It's like he got so far and now he's just trying to live off that.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
here we go.
Like, I'd take Zack Ryder, for example. He's someone very similar. Got himself over on YouTube, went viral kind of thing, and then disappeared.
Yeah.
You know, has done nothing since.
Mm.
Tried to make a comeback on YouTube and nobody cared.
So I've got the roster. So it's World of Sport Wrestling is back. Welcome to the new era. July 28th at 5 p.m. on ITV and STV. Of course, front and centre, like the biggest picture, you got Grado.
Yeah.
Next to him, you got Shah Samuels and Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Flip-de-doo, bro!
I don't know how often Will Ospreay is going to appear. Because I'm assuming he still has a deal with New Japan.
Yeah,
So,
he'll be under contractual obligation.
Yeah.
More than likely.
So, I can only imagine he's going to make fleeting appearances, in which he can't really put a belt on him. So, I mean, I suppose as a talent to put other people over, you're going to have the flip-de-doo bro matches, aren't you?
Well, I'm just hoping he doesn't do what he did at New Japan Dominion and go as whoever his opponent was chopped him and he said, fuck you, you cunt.
Lovely.
So
yeah, you can't say stuff like that at 5 o'clock on ITV.
No.
But then again, I'm assuming it won't be live. I'm assuming it'll be pre-taped.
Oh yeah, it'll probably been pre-taped.
Yeah,
more
exactly.
likely.
So,
you've got Nathan Cruz, who we saw on the very first PCW show.
Never, I don't remember him.
Yes, he was in the main event.
I was probably wasted.
You probably were. Yestin Rees, former PCW champ.
Yeah.
It's like the Masters rip-off thing. He was doing that for a bit. Rampage, so bitches are getting murdered.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Justin Sison, I've never heard of
him.
Adam Maxted.
Yeah, saw him in 5-star, but that kind of says everything you need to know.
Viper.
Yeah, Paul's fave.
Joe Hendry.
Oh yeah, the Greco-Roman
Commonwealth or whatever he is. Yeah. But he's doing Impact, I think, as well.
Yes, he is, yeah. So again, big contractual obligation, maybe?
Maybe, if they're doing... Depends if they're doing live or tape delay, though.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, British Bulldog Jr.
Yeah.
Lionheart.
Yeah.
Martin Kirby.
Yeah.
Robbie X. With a mask. Some small guy. He's that one I went on a rant about because he went to do a standing shooting star press and literally knew he was going to miss, so just put his arm out.
Oh, right, yeah. I remember you saying.
Brad Slayer. Never heard of. Gabriel Kidd.
No, I didn't.
Name's familiar, but I've never seen him. Kip Sabian.
No.
BT Gunn.
Yeah, I've always thought it was just average.
Aisha.
Never heard of her.
Casey Owens.
Never heard of her.
Kaylee Ray.
Yeah, I've seen Kelly Ray jump off stuff.
HT Drake.
No.
Never heard of. CJ Banks.
Oh, yeah, the juice.
Doug Williams.
Yeah.
Liam Slater.
Nope.
Never heard of. Stevie Boy.
No.
Scottish guy. Then there's Crater, which I'm guessing is Cyanide, judging from the mask.
Yeah, I think that's Cyanide as well.
And then you've got sort of the management and authority figures up the top. So you've got SoCal Val, Stu Bennett, best known as Wade Barrett.
Right.
Alex Shane.
Oh, fuck off, Alex Shane.
Rachel Stringer. And Philip Seymour. I'm guessing they're like backstage interviewers probably and stuff.
Right, okay.
And then you got the two referees, Steve Linsky and Tom Scarborough.
Right. So, this doesn't... to be fair, there are some names on there. There's a lot of them I haven't heard of. But until I see the product, I can't really judge it. Providing it's better than the last, what the pilot episode was. Providing they don't, it's better than that.
Yeah,
it might be okay. That was not good.
The thing with this thing though is, it's one of them. They're going to be trying to appeal to a new audience, as well as a main audience. But
Yeah.
knowing ITV, they're going to basically go, here's wrestling,
Yeah.
and this is wrestling or whatever, and they're just going to try and appeal to a new British audience, but then go, oh yeah, you need some of the stuff you already watch.
Yeah.
So they're going to try and add storylines to it and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then it's going to be really good or sink like a sack of shit like 5 Star did.
Yeah.
But then they tried running before they could walk.
Yeah, well, that was the problem 5 Star had, is that they tried to sell out arenas and do an arena tour before establishing anything. And they basically went, come and watch these washed up WWE guys. Why? You'd be paying them a fortune to do not a lot.
And we'll have Scarlett Moffat appear at a show and then have her wrestle, but not actually advertise it properly.
I didn't even know they did that.
I think they did it for the Newcastle show.
Well, yeah. I guess it would have been for that.
And they were like, oh yeah, on the next show in Newcastle, like next week or whatever, she's going to be wrestling.
She'll probably do like one move.
So I don't know if that went ahead in the end, but
I don't remember. Big thing to me about 5 Star was it was under advertised, and like you say, they tried to run before they could walk. I mean, you're paying somebody like, well, Jack Swagger or whatever, serious money. It must have been decent money.
Yeah.
To wrestle a guy that nobody had heard of outside of Plymouth.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, right, okay. And then it's like, oh, but he's got to face these 8 other guys first. It's like, all right, yeah, okay. So you make your champion look weak because he's hiding behind everybody else, even though he's 3 foot taller than the guy that you're having him go against, and he's already beaten. Wait, what? Just bad booking.
But it was like the fact you're paying like, I think cheapest was like 30 quid a ticket for it. Not even full.
Yeah, not even close to full. They couldn't even fill the bottom stand.
And then they couldn't even fill the fucking floor.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then, but you can go to a small, and you can go, well, a nightclub, a hall, a social club, whatever. You pay a tenner a ticket.
Yeah. Well, that's it when you think about it. The majority of the people that they're,
but you're seeing the same guys.
Yeah, yeah. That's it, though. You're trying to put, you're telling me that, you can go and watch RVD or you can go watch Rooster. I tell you what, I could go see the Dudley Boys and pay 20 quid a ticket or whatever it is to see them in a nightclub. Why would I then pay you 30 quid to sit miles away to watch them probably not even wrestle and just cut a promo and fuck off?
Yeah.
Because it's booking.
So yeah, it's ideally I want to see World of Sport do well.
Yeah.
Because I mean it's better for the actual guy, the talent and that, the roster.
Yeah, it's good.
Because they're getting exposure.
Yeah.
And they might actually be able to go full time with it or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they'll be able to charge more on the circuit or whatever because I'm on TV now, so you can advertise me as a World of Sport star.
Yeah. Oh no, I genuinely, I hope it is successful. I hope it, it gets off the ground. But what I dread is that it's 5 Star. And like it shouldn't be, because you should have ITV will probably be heavily involved in the production of it. So at least you've got a proper company behind you doing all the the technical stuff behind it.
Yeah.
And so you're not fucking up and playing the wrong people's music or not playing the music until partway through and stuff like that. So, I mean, with any luck, it'll be okay. I just struggle to see the instant star power that they've got. They're going to have to create it.
Yeah.
And that's very hard to do. If, you're going to have to, your big name guys on that list of people you've gone through, if you don't watch British wrestling, you probably don't know them.
Yeah.
There is no WWE guy on there to draw you in, but I would also say that that's a good thing in that I'm not expecting to see this guy from his prime now be the same, because he's not.
Yeah. It's a weird, like, because they're gonna bloody thingy it, like the what's the word? Like you've got Grado on the front, the biggest image on there is
Grado. And we've just said he's a fading star.
Yeah, like he's not done that much from what I've seen in TNA.
He's not done anything in TNA, really.
And
if anything, he's one of them that had an opportunity in TNA and missed it.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They tried to... From my understanding, I didn't watch any of it. I have no intention of watching it. Because he's not very good in ring anyway.
Mm.
But, well, he's from the bits I've seen of him. And, they tried to give him they tried to give him a push, but he's not got anything after, the entrance, he's a fan who, wanted to, be a wrestler and
it
look at him go.
It's like they're sort of trying to capitalise off British Boot Camp, almost, in a way.
Yeah.
He was like the star of British Boot Camp. Yeah. But then, like, he was like the star of Insane Fight Club. Yeah. And that was on ITV, and BBC even, and that.
Yeah.
But then, like, he's sort of known to Scottish people, like the Scottish things, he's like ICW regular and all that sort of thing. But then he's also on the show they have there called the Scot Squad.
Right,
about some Scottish coppers or something. But then people here wouldn't have heard of that.
No.
So they're hopefully going off, oh yeah, this guy was on British Boot Camp on Challenge TV, if you watched it.
Yeah, which... I can't say... I didn't. I never watched it. Because I didn't know it was on. You know what I mean?
I saw bits of it. It just seemed to be Al Snow getting mad at him for doing stupid stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
Right.
Yeah, doesn't shock me. But, like I say, it's not... I hope it does well. No idea if it will.
Mm.
It's totally up in the air. I don't like Alex Shane. I don't think he's... I don't think he's ever done anything of cop. From what I've read, from what I understand, he's been involved in multiple companies. I mean, I'm talking way back in the day when we used to have wrestling TV.
Yeah.
And he used to have FWA on there.
FWA, yeah.
And that was like his company.
Yeah.
And he just put himself over, from what I remember of it, and it was shit, because he was crap.
Well, that and the shows ran late and stuff about people not getting paid properly and...
he doesn't... He doesn't strike me as a... What's the word I'm looking for? He doesn't strike me as reliable, really. Yeah. And that's going to cause a problem, because if he's running it, which is what we're being told, he's the guy who pitched the idea and must be a fantastic salesman.
Yeah.
To get wrestling back on
according to
TV.
Greg Lambert's book, he said pretty much Alex Shane is a talker. He's got the gift of the gab.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And I think that's pretty much what he has going for him.
Yeah.
So...
You see, that doesn't shock me. But, that's what I mean. He must be a fantastic salesman to get wrestling back on, terrestrial TV, basically.
Yeah.
For the first time in 30, 40, whatever many years. But that only gets you so far. Because people start to see through it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's see how it goes. If they're smart, I mean, I'm guessing Grado's still champ. He won it last time?
I'm guessing so, because they've put a thing on, there's a picture on the Facebook where it says, they've got the World of Sport tag belts. Yeah. It's like, oh, who do you think is going to win the tag team titles or whatever?
Right.
So
I'm guessing Grado's still champ. I wouldn't say is a good thing, but, hey, they put him over Dave Mastiff, which seems stupid to me. But... Mastiff's not there now. He's in the WWE, so he's getting paid. It'd be interesting. I don't want to put it down. I want to enjoy it. I want to like it.
Yeah.
Let's hope we can. No more freaking ladder matches to start shows.
Yeah.
TV, for fuck's sake. If there's a ladder match, it goes 8 minutes. Huh? There's 6 guys in 8 minutes. 6 men. What?
It's like, though, what's it called? When AE Podcast reviewed the XWF.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we've got these matches. Like, we've got AJ Styles versus Kid Cash. And it's like, just as the match gets going, it's finished.
Yeah.
They get like even like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you have like Kurt Hennig against someone, which gives like, all of like 8 minutes. That's like the longest match on the DVD.
Yeah.
So
that's it. That's what we need to avoid. If you're going to do it, let's have. It show's an hour long. Let's have 3 matches, 15 minutes ish each. It gives you 15 minutes to do the rest of your crap that you want to do, your promo cutting or whatever.
Well, you think you got to factor in your promo cutting, backstage segments and that, and then you've also got to throw in your adverts as well. Yeah,
but that's fine. So, I only want 5 or 6 minutes of backstage stuff.
Yeah,
I don't even want 15 minutes of backstage stuff, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. That's not going to make me watch your product. What's going to make me watch your product is the matches.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if it's going to be like, are they going to have some sort of big show at the end or something, where they do a 2-hour show or an hour show, where they're going to just have the belt run like they run it like a season, and then they're off for a season, or are they going to do it?
Be interested to see. I mean, if they're smart, I'd personally run it as a season and have a blow off at the end as a big thing, a 2-hour show maybe. You know, and you blow off all the feuds from that season, and then you can start a new season with new feuds.
Yeah,
which makes sense. But if they're going to try and run it like Raw and SmackDown as weekly episodic TV shows, that's going to take a lot of work, especially if you're not doing pay-per-views at the end.
Yeah.
You know, and to do it all in an hour, it's going to be quite difficult. I mean, that's a big roster to do an hour show with. You know, you probably need about 10 or 12 guys, really, I would say.
Yeah.
You don't need...
Well, that's the thing, they're going to have to... Probably they're going to have... Knowing a possible format they might go with is like singles match or tag match, women's match, main event.
Yeah.
You have to do 3 matches or whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's like you can't have Grado defend the belt every week, or whoever the champion is defend the belt every week to finish the show.
Yeah.
Like,
but he needs to do something important. He needs to do something on each show, but as you get... Well, no, he doesn't need to do something on every show. I mean, I would say on NXT, the champ doesn't appear in every week.
No.
So... I mean, maybe they'll try and run it like that, which could be good. But there's usually something happening each week. Something important happens each week.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
Be interesting. You know.
I'm going to watch it.
Be interesting to come back to it when we next pod. And we've watched either an episode or a couple of episodes, however many it is. And we can, I wouldn't say review it, but we could give our, you know, to say, you know, this is what fantasy booking.
Yeah.
Really. That'd be interesting. I think that'd be quite good. It'd be interesting to get, you know, the listeners to say, you know, what they think of it, what they've seen.
Yeah.
You know. So it's exciting times for British wrestling, really, because like as we've kind of alluded to, we've also got the NXT UK show starting. That starts in a couple of weeks. So it's the first couple of live shows.
Yeah, I can't remember where it is. I think it's not Cambridge is the end of the year. Liverpool's November.
Oh, I don't know.
They're doing like it's over 2 days. And
yeah.
So it's like doing. I'm guessing they're gonna do like multiple recordings per time. And then it's every month or so. There's gonna be somewhere else. Gonna be
that'd be quite. That you know, again, I think that's quite a good way of going about it. I'm guessing they're going to run it like NXT, and it's going to be a weekly show.
Yeah.
Which would be quite, you know, that's good. I can only ask for more content like NXT. You know, just so I don't have to watch the main show shit.
But I think that they're possibly pushing for that to be on UK TV as well, possibly.
Oh, right, that'd be interesting.
I don't know what channel or anything.
Yeah.
But I think they are going to try and shop it around to networks. It's sort of world of sports stars like, oh shit, we need to get something out. Like, let's give them the kick in the arse they need, sort of thing. Yeah. But I don't know if it's.
Yeah, if it's been picked up.
Yeah.
But then again, people might be waiting to see a couple of episodes of it before they pick it up.
Yeah.
You know, but
but it's like you watch the actual tournaments they've done.
Yeah.
And like the actual, like when they filmed in Black in like the Empress Ballroom, like the quality of the show and
the
stuff.
quality of the production and everything.
Yeah.
The only thing that I don't like is the entrances, the entrance themes. They're all like they are generic creator wrestler theme.
Pete Dunne's is good.
No, but now it is. When Pete Dunne, when he first started in the UK tournament, it was the same generic shit as everybody else had. But now he actually has his own theme. It's like, that's a fucking awesome theme. Even Tyler Bate has his own theme now, which it's better than what he had at the UK tournament.
The bloody rip-off of Sledgehammer.
Yeah, but it's still better than what he had at the UK tournament. Like, you listen to bloody Wolfgang's theme. He's still got the same one as he had in the UK tournament. It's like, dead silence. It's like crickets. But it's because that theme doesn't give you anything to get excited for. It's like, and here's Wolfgang, and it's like, dun, 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 dun. It's like,
my name is Wolfgang.
Yeah, it's just
cheer now for me.
Yeah. There's probably
I've been wrestling since 2003.
Yeah. There's probably a big sign saying applause now, but people just are like comatose.
That's probably what happened if like we did a live show, walk out to crickets, and we'd have to critique ourselves and Monk about it. Do you remember when Paul walked out? Crickets. Do you remember when you walked out? Crickets. So I walked out, place went mental. Like, no, they didn't, Bunkle.
Place will always go mental as I am the talent. Consistently deliver audio gold.
Bollocks consistent. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're trying to get a TV deal off it. I don't know if they're still pushing that, or if they've gone, well, we've got the network. The network has enough people on it.
Yeah.
So it might be the case of that, but I think they are now trying to push to get NXT on TV in America.
Yeah.
So if that does happen, then the UK takes over that on the network, maybe on the Wednesdays.
Oh, maybe. I know NXT is on TV in America.
Oh, I didn't think it was.
I'm sure it's the episode before TakeOver, not the last TakeOver, the one before Black won the title.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody said that was on TV and did over 1 million viewers.
Oh, right.
Or something. I'm sure I read that somewhere. I might be wrong.
I thought it was just still online for now or something like.
Yeah, but I don't think they can take it off the network. I think if you took it off the network, you'd lose that many subscribers to the network.
Probably, yeah, because we wouldn't be able to watch it over here.
Yeah, which would be the problem. If they started putting NXT on actual TV, I'd lose all opportunity to watch NXT. Because I'd have to record it and then hope that I can watch it when the wife's out.
Yeah.
Whereas at the minute, I can just jump in and watch it whenever I want.
Yeah.
Which is how I watch it. I binge watch it because I binge watch everything. And I'm not, I don't do sitting and waiting for things. I'll just binge watch it when I can.
Yeah.
So I let it build up for sometimes even 3 months, including pay-per-views. And then I'll just binge watch them all and get it done in the next few weeks.
Kettle in the front room. Tea and coffee there on the floor.
Yeah.
Surrounded by snacks.
Yeah, basically. But that's how I like to do things. That's how I, think I need to, it's how I feel most comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
And I'd do that with the UK stuff. I'd let it build up for 4 weeks or so and then I'd binge watch it. But, I'm interested to see how they're going to do it, because if you're going to run it alongside NXT, because obviously Pete Dunne is the UK champion, so I'm assuming he's appearing on the UK show.
Yeah.
And he should still be the UK champion. So he's going to be on the UK show, but also on NXT, because he's involved in, or has been involved in a lot of storylines on there, but also at TakeOver shows. So it's like, how are you going to play this out? Does it run alongside and have its own takeovers, or does it run alongside and be part of NXT, but almost as a separate entity as well?
I think they're trying to push to move Takeover to 3 hours, aren't they? At this later this year.
Right. Okay. So then it would have its own.
Probably will tie into it.
Yeah.
Until they go, well, we could do our own Takeover now.
Yeah.
Because they can do like a London Takeover or
yeah.
Liverpool, but go to a bigger place or whatever.
Yeah.
And all that sort of thing.
Well, yeah, they could do. I mean, it's something very interesting to see what they actually do with it. I mean, now how I'd want it to be is, your weekly hour shows, and then you are part of Takeover.
Yeah.
And there can be cross brand matches, however you want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't even call it cross brand, but that is how you'd have to play it, because at the moment you have a big bit, and it's to build up the UK show. I understand you have a lot of the UK guys involved in big storylines in NXT.
Yeah.
So you can't then take them out of it because you've already elevated them to a higher level in that show. Yeah, and all these new guys that you're bringing in that people don't know, like, well, why is he having such these fantastic matches with this guy who's already been elevated?
Yeah.
You run the risk of de-elevating the guys you've already elevated, which you don't want to do. You can't afford to do, really. So it'll be quite interesting. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Finally, some of the guys who, got knocked out in the first round of the first tournament and stuff like that actually have stuff to do. Because that's one of the things that I almost didn't like about the way they did the UK tournament the second time around. That you had some guys who were in the first tournament, but then they all got beat in the first round of the first tournament and the second tournament. And then you had, like, Drew Gulak and Jack Gallagher in it. They're on 205 Live.
Yeah.
That's not giving somebody from the UK a chance. They've got their chance. They're on a TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on a show. I don't want to see them. I want to see up-and-coming UK guys. I want to see UK guys on the UK show.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, you can argue Jack Gallagher's from the UK. Yes, he is. He's got his opportunity.
Well, it's a weird one, that, though, because then it sort of opens the door and sort of raised that question of what's going to happen with, like, Noam Dar and Jack Gallagher and the other Brit guys and that. Well, on 205 Live, are they going to come over and...
Yeah, are they going to do
the
both?
odd appearance? Are they doing both? Are you doing 205 Live UK, which you can't really do because most of the guys are probably 205 or less.
You can't do 205 Live UK. You'd have to have them.
So
yeah, it's like, that's the question to me, is it going to act as a feeder territory for NXT and 205 Live to the main roster type of thing? But it can't be used as a feeder territory because it's not going to build up enough. These guys are, as soon as they become what I would say are stars or close to stars, you're going to be then moving them on to somewhere else and hoping that people still want to see the guys below them. And that's very hard to do, especially if you're moving around, which is what they've said they're going to do with it.
Yeah.
It's a bit different. NXT is a feeder system because NXT doesn't move except for takeovers.
Yeah.
And then the night after. But the rest of the time, it's Full Sail University. It's down. It's the performance centers in there. It's encapsulated. It's all in one place, which is easy. It's much easier to get that crowd invested in somebody seeing him every couple of weeks than it is moving around and they get to see this person once every 6 months. So I'm interested to see what they do. I'm hoping it's like NXT.
Yeah.
But it's based here. And okay, they move it around, but it's still that, it's still held in that regard. It's not just just throw a few, take a couple of them off and like every now and again, and we'll, Pete Dunne will make an appearance once every year.
Yeah.
Or whatever. He needs to be on a monthly pay-per-view. Preferably, it runs into, like you say, TakeOver goes to 3 hours, and then there's always a UK title match on that show. Yeah, or there's at least a British a UK tag title match.
I'm guessing that because I think they've not done the Empress Ballroom because they're still doing work on it or whatever. But once they are, I believe they're back in there because WWE released it for 3 years.
Yeah.
They signed the contract for 3 years or whatever.
Yeah.
There was rumours of them doing a show at the Tower in the circus at one point, but I don't know if that's going ahead or not, or if it's...
Probably been kiboshed.
Yeah, but I think if they're going to do like a UK takeover show, like the Ballroom would probably be like the place to do it at.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Then it's sort of... You're getting hundreds of people or thousands of people flocking here or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah. To be fair, I mean, I've never been in the Empress Ballroom in Winter Gardens.
Yeah.
But like, if they were going to do it at the Tower, I mean, I know that you could do the circus, which would probably be the best place to do it. But you could, you could use the ballroom in the Tower.
Yeah.
Really. And having fought in there a couple of times, doing jiu-jitsu tournaments and whatnot, it's an amazing room. You know what I mean? And it's, you could easily set up a ring in there and have, I'm not going to say you're going to have tens of thousands of people, but you could have 1,000 people or so.
Yeah.
Which probably about as similar to Full Sail.
PCW did that. They did a show in the ballroom, and they didn't like it because I think the sound was lost or something, like because of the way it is, like the way they had it, whatever. You sort of lost this like sound or something, like
okay,
and it wasn't like sort of like crowd reaction stuff. They sort of get so far and just go and dead.
Right, okay.
Like
no, that makes sense. That's understandable. But it's just I was just thinking about other places that could do it in Blackpool. Obviously, if they've got the issue with the Winter Gardens, but surely they'll be fixing it soon.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
But again, it's exciting times. It's exciting times to watch British wrestling. And I mean, no disrespect to any of the indie promoters out there and whatnot. They've all done a great job because without them, this wouldn't be happening. These people wouldn't be, they wouldn't be interested in this in the talent that we have in the UK.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have noticed the talent that we have in the UK. But you are now feeder systems. Unfortunately.
To a degree, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like it's better for these guys. Like I think Mark Dallas said in the first Insane Fight Club, he said to them like, "I want you guys to be able to say that you're a full-time professional wrestler."
Yeah.
And now like, they're sort of in WWE's loop or whatever, and like, along with Progress and that.
Yeah.
So while they do lose top guys, it means they need to push other guys or whatever, or give other guys the chance.
Yeah, definitely.
It
can only be a good thing. I would never say it's a bad thing, because if at the end of the day, it all fails, all these talented guys are going to come back into the indie circuit.
Yeah,
and you're going to be able to watch these guys that you've seen on the network, that you've seen on TV, and you're going to be able to watch them and not have to pay ridiculous prices to do it. So
it's like what is it? RVD says on Bell Legal 97. It's like it means RVD is worth more money here and more money elsewhere.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's it. So it's can only be beneficial.
Chest pains?
Yeah, it happens. Just heartburn.
Yeah, speaking of British wrestling, at the PCW August anniversary show, their 7th anniversary, PCW Stairway at 7.
Oh.
If the canvas is done in time, you'll be able to see the Lost Art of Wrestling on there.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
When do you get that confirmed?
It's not been confirmed yet, but I have paid for it.
All right,
so
awesome.
It should be getting put on there in time for the 7th anniversary show.
Cool.
So
I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
So yeah. More listeners!
Touch
hopefully.
Wood. There you go.
So yeah, we've also had the not so greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I did. Live.
Yeah, I didn't. To be fair, I did. When I watched all the promos and this, that, and the other, and I watched it, I was like, yeah, it might be worth you staying up to watch that. And then I just thought, nah. And then I saw the result, and I was like, it's not. That's exactly what I expected to happen. Yeah, it's not worth going back and watching it.
It was for me. It was akin to like if rebellion and insurrection were still being done nowadays.
Right. So just the standard.
Just in like Dubai or wherever it was.
Yeah.
It was Saudi Arabia even.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia it was.
And it was crap. But like I was reading stuff about it, like saying like they were paid like X amount of money for it, and they've been paid. They're going to be doing like 2 shows a year over there and all this sort of thing, like going on network and stuff. So they're getting money for it. But some of the demands for people they wanted Yokozuna,
right? Okay.
the Ultimate Warrior,
okay.
And there was a third one I can't think of, but those were like the 2 that stuck out of like, we want Yokozuna and Ultimate Warrior to appear. Like,
yeah, that's not going to happen.
They're both dead.
Yeah.
But it was also the fact it's like, it's called the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but what they actually meant was the biggest Royal Rumble.
Yeah. But it was... I'm going to sound like a complete racist now.
Oh, God.
No, it's not that. It's like I was on the old, like, Mark wrestling group.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd always get these guys like, come on. Especially, like, they grew up, like, idolising Great Khali. They're from that area, or they're from, like, India or whatever.
Yeah.
And they come on like, oh, this person is the best, or this person is the greatest.
Yeah.
Always like take a fan of like Roman Reigns fan or whatever.
Yeah.
And you look at the picture, it's like a Photoshop picture of them and like Roman Reigns. But then with the belt, it's like looking serious. Like,
yeah.
You just look like a cunt. And it was always one of them, it's like, I could sort of imagine one of them just sat there, like, what should we call it? It's like, call it Greatest Royal Rumble. Okay, why? Because it is the greatest. Like,
yeah.
Okay, just sit in the corner now. The men are talking.
Yeah. I was going to say, why did they need a Rumble show? Why did they need a Rumble? Just to get everybody on?
I'm guessing so.
You know what I mean?
But it's like, I think that's what whoever, the guy, the businessman, organiser, whatever, that player said, like, we want a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But we want a big one.
Yeah.
Like 50 men, that'll do.
Yeah. I say
but yeah, there's talk of them now doing 2 Manias.
One there and one here. One
possibly
in America,
there or whatever, yeah. But then they're sort of possibly they're going back and forth the idea of doing like one. I think in 2020 doing like one in the America, and one in Canada, like later in the year.
Right.
But then there's talk of them doing like a WrestleMania over there, like in Saudi Arabia.
But they always said
akin to like the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Right. But they've always said that they can't do that because of the time differences.
Yeah.
And you can't have a WrestleMania on outside of the American, like their time zones type of thing. But I mean, to me, that would be stupid. At the end of the day, you'd lose all value of the name WrestleMania.
Yeah.
No matter how much they're going to pay you to do it, you just lose the value of it. Nobody care. And then you end up devaluing the most valuable name you've got. Most valuable product you've got. But it's not. I say, I didn't watch it. I have no intention of watching it. I probably won't watch any of the next ones.
It was a very bog standard show, to be fair, so you're not missing much. Like, you can read the results and go, yeah, I'm glad I missed that.
Yeah, pretty much, from what I understand, the highlight of it was just Titus O'Neil falling over and sliding under the ring.
Which I actually missed. I was looking away. And I only saw the replay. Like, what the fuck's happened? It's like, oh, Titus is under the ring.
Yeah, but it's probably given him a job for life.
Probably.
Yeah. Since he's never done anything with his career, really.
Mm.
And they're not really interested in pushing or investing in his character or the, talent agency gimmick that they gave him, or assume he came up with.
You probably watched Step Brothers one night. I was like, Prestige War. Titus Worldwide.
Yeah.
It's like, Vincent, I bought your boat. Why? I need to go out and film Boats and Nose.
No, but, the way I look at it, okay, Titus Worldwide still exists. It's still him and Apollo Crews. Great. Oh, sorry, Apollo. Or does he have the Crews back? I can't remember.
He got rid of the Crews because of that shooter or whatever it's called, the surname Crews.
Yeah, but then there was Dana Brooke, who now doesn't appear to have that gimmick anymore. Just cause. It was never explained. It was just, she stopped doing that now. All right. Why? Can I have some feedback? No, she's a heel. You mean she's a heel? Why? Explain this to me. Cause Sasha Banks needed somebody to botch on. Oh, right. Surely Sasha's the heel then. No! Sasha never heel. Sasha is always heel.
Yeah, it's just to follow up on the 2 WrestleMania thing this is on a couple of websites. One of them being screenrant.com. Basically just saying where is it? There we go. WrestleMania has been going strong since 1985, and access to it never failed to draw in new subscribers each spring to the network. Now, though, sports website Barnburner is reporting that WWE isn't content with only one WrestleMania event per year and plans to add another annual WrestleMania to its schedule by 2020. Now, obviously, until WWE makes an official comment on that report, it's to be taken with more than a grain of salt. Yet the move wouldn't be unprecedented. Just this year, in fact, they had the Greatest Royal Rumble. WWE's idea with holding a second WrestleMania is reportedly something to do something similar to that, broadcasting the event from a large stadium, a large international market in a stadium, whatever. If implemented, WWE would reportedly keep the standard WrestleMania event in April, while putting the other one on in October.
Right, okay.
Interestingly, adding a second yearly Mania could enable WWE to finally satisfy its overseas fans who constantly beg for WrestleMania to be held in their country. Unfortunately, WrestleMania hasn't taken place outside the US since The Rock battled Hogan back in 2002, and even then it's never travelled further than Canada. Time zone differences make the idea of broadcasting WrestleMania live on the network from somewhere other than North America a bit of a non-starter, as it would require stateside fans to tune in at a time far from the standard 8 PM EST.
Yeah.
However, WWE didn't have a problem showing the Greatest Royal Rumble in the afternoon.
Yeah.
At 5 o'clock or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because it's 5 o'clock over here.
Because it was a nothing pay-per-view. But that's the problem. You're going to end up giving us a WrestleMania banner, but then it not actually feeling like a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm saying it's going to devalue your product. It's going to devalue the name WrestleMania. What you're actually saying to us is, here's the real WrestleMania in April for the Americans and at their time frames.
Yeah.
Here's the fake WrestleMania, where you will be given exactly the same matches as you were at WrestleMania with exactly the same results. It's not going to get better. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, so what would they be? It would be 36?
Yeah, WrestleMania 36A and 36B.
Yeah, so here's WrestleMania 36. Here's WrestleMania 36.5.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be rubbish.
Though apparently they've done away with the numbers because they don't want it to seem old, from what I heard now. Because they've got when they do the logo, it just says you sell WrestleMania 22 or whatever.
Yeah.
They've done away with the numbers now because Vinnie Mac doesn't want it to appear old and dated to people.
Right. Okay.
That's why they've also got
Super
away.
Bowl's called Super Bowl number 60 odd.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem old.
But he also wanted them to do the granddaddy of them all because again, it seems old.
The granddaddy of them all. Right. Okay.
So they've just cutting off the numbers now, even though wrestling fans still call it. Oh yeah, it was WrestleMania 27 or whatever.
As long as they don't start calling it a celebration of life and all that shit. I don't mind.
Not again.
A celebration of life. What?
Like, it's WrestleMania.
The showcase of the immortals. Huh? Sorry, what?
The showcase of the immortals, a celebration of life, and he's WrestleMania, baby.
Woo! Yeah, a celebration of life. Randy Orton walks out. Fucking Z's.
And some two nobodies singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Never heard of you, never heard of you. And now here's Florida coming out singing his song. The official theme for WrestleMania, or one of them. And here's this person doing their official theme for WrestleMania. It's like, can we have the first match now, please?
Yeah. It's like that. To be fair, that I know they don't normally have live performances at NXT takeovers, but every NXT takeover has 2 official songs.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it doesn't. That just means neither of them are official to me. Pay-per-views have 1 song.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to mean something because it's supposed to tell you the story of the fucking main event.
The problem is, though, when you find like an old, like, new metal song or something, like an old, like American, like, indie rock song, and you're going through the comments on YouTube, and it's like, something like, the 2002, like, Backlash brought me here, and you're like, no, fuck off. Don't date this. As I found, what was it? There was I think it was like Cyber Sunday 2005 or something.
Right.
It was like the theme for that was on YouTube somewhere, and I was like scrolling through the comments and saw that it's like Cyber Sunday 2005 brought me here. I'm like, no, that was 13 years ago.
Oh dear.
But it'd be like saying like Limp Bizkit My Way for Mania 17.
Yeah.
Like,
Still, it's fantastic. But that's what I mean, though. That song told the story of that main event, basically. And it was fantastic. Fantastic promo package. But that's how it should always be, which is why there should only be 1 fucking song.
Yeah. So.
But yeah.
Yeah, there's the... Jumping back to NXT, you've had the Gargano-Ciampa feud still ongoing.
Yeah. I'm going to get some hate. Well, I can't say I particularly enjoyed either of the first 2 matches. Like, I'm still a bit behind.
Yeah.
I saw the first match. And I saw the street fight. Yeah.
Is that the one Gargano won?
The first one's the one Gargano won, where he uses the knee brace to make him tap in the Gargano
really
escape.
Good, I thought.
It was okay. I didn't really like the finish. That whole thing with the knee brace, I thought it made it... I didn't think it worked. I don't like the Gargano escape, I'll be honest. I think you could easily get out of it. And I'm like, that is exactly why Chris Benoit didn't do that. Because it's easy to get out of.
Mm.
So, unfortunately, I'm unable to suspend my disbelief for that move.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately ruins half of these matches. Because that's all he ever tries to do. So, it's like, yeah, no, I don't believe that. But then there's times when, you know, it's like the second one.
Yeah.
That I did like. You know, I like... How do I say? I like the ending. I like that Ciampa went over in the most heelish way possible, basically. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the fact these guys hate each other and consistently beat the crap out of each other. It makes perfect sense. But, you know, they've done the whole... Oh, they've thrown him into the barricade and then drove them through a table with their finisher, or, you know, 3 times now.
Yeah.
And had the other one sat above him, and it's like, yeah, okay, just because it was a great moment the first time doesn't mean when you recreate it again and again, it's still the same moment. It's not.
Yeah.
It's gone. And yeah, I'm just a bit tired of it. I'm a bit. To be fair, I suppose that leads to me being a bit tired with, I would say, the NXT crowd as well. Just because they have a tendency to chant "This is awesome" at every match, and some of them are not. They're just not good. And you're chanting "This is awesome," and it's like, why? Why is it awesome?
It's that thing that I found with like wrestling fans where chanting "This is awesome" are like someone is doing a move.
Yeah.
Like when we said before, like about, I think when Paul went off his little tangent about Wrestle Kingdom, or just like people doing flips.
Yeah.
It's like someone does a flip, barely lands on people, and they're chanting "This is awesome." It's like, well, no, it's not. He just did a flip.
Yeah, it's.
I didn't get "This is awesome" chant.
No.
Didn't get "This is wrestling" chant.
Yeah.
Because we just kick fuck out of each other.
So it's. Yeah, it's frustrating in a way.
Yeah.
But I suppose they have to try and find some way to put the title on Gargano, since he gets beat by everybody, and then comes out and demands a title match next week and gets it.
Oh yeah, you know that's how it works.
Yeah, look, this is what pisses me off.
You keep losing at pay-per-views,
but
then you just win a number one contenders match on Raw that makes you number one contender.
Yeah, shit, it's crap booking.
That's Roman Reigns for you.
Yeah, but Johnny Gargano is like the Roman Reigns of NXT. He is. He went on a big-ass losing streak. I want a title match with Andre Cien Almas. Yeah, okay, you got it. I'm sorry. He beat you. Why have you got another match? Oh, you lost again. I want... No! Yes, it was great. Box it up. Send it off. It's done. The same match again isn't as great as the first one. It doesn't work.
That sort of thing like, so what's going to happen this time around, Johnny? Well, I'm going to try and beat him again. Well, yeah, you tried that last time. You didn't win.
Yeah. But how many times can you explain that? And yet still give him another title shot? Maybe, I shouldn't be like this about NXT because the main product is that bad. But it's just... Maybe I don't like Johnny Gargano. Maybe that's what it is. Because I can't... He's like, he's the perennial underdog who always loses. It's like, you've got beat by Almas, you got beat by this guy and this guy. Face Pete Dunne for the UK title. Why? He's American. Pete Dunne went over. It was half decent. Right. He's lost again. Yes. Title match with Cien Almas. 2 in a row, in fact. He lost.
Red Sheeran's getting so angry.
Meanwhile, like Aleister Black, undefeated pretty much all the time, basically undefeated. Gets his title match against Almas. Fine. He beat Almas in his debut match.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense that he'd beat him again. Makes perfect sense. And then that gives you the opportunity to do what you did and move Almas up to the main roster, where he belongs, and should be having better matches than he is, from what I understand. But where he belongs.
Yeah.
Aleister Black, great. Still undefeated. Seems to be... And you know what? They did a really good thing because it was... Basically, nobody can kick out of the Black Mass. So, fights Lars Sullivan, who catches Black Mass because he's a much bigger guy, and it makes perfect sense that he would. And that he would withstand this kick because he's such a big guy and he's the way he's been booked. Great. Makes perfect sense. He goes over because he hits him twice with it and breaks his jaw, according to kayfabe. Great. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
That was good. He was selling the jaw partway through after the first kick, and partway through the match, and continued to sell it afterwards. Great booking. It's fine. No issues with that. Having him face Ciampa makes perfect sense. He called him out a couple of weeks ago on NXT. Makes perfect sense to me. You know, he called him out. He didn't get chance because Eric Young came out and we needed to move him up to the main roster. So we'll waste his title shot and send him off up to SmackDown as well. So, you know, maybe, yeah, it must just be that Hey Gargano. Not that I do hate him, but I just can't believe his shit.
Yeah.
I can't get into the whole you always lose, yet always get title shots.
It's a strange one. But it's like, because I'm not watching much NXT because I can't binge it like you can.
Yeah, yeah.
I watch the odd episode every now and then where it's like, oh, TakeOver coming up. I need to watch these 3 weeks to catch up to sort of have a clue what's going on. And then I might I'll sort of drift in and out of watching or whatever. And
yeah,
it's all right, TakeOver. Okay, it's him and Gargano, but it's main event.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this should be really good then, and it is.
Yeah.
And then, but he lose, like the last one he lost.
Yeah. Well, that's it. You know.
But then what's he gonna do? Is he gonna? I won a title match, but you lost like at TakeOver.
Yeah. Well, that's what he does though. He just comes out and says, "Oh, I want another title shot," but you lost. It's like, well, I want Ciampa again. I want, you know, best of 3 or whatever. Well, no, he's moved on from this. You know what I mean? And he comes out and basically says, I've moved on from this. You know, I've beaten you. I have nothing left to prove. You have to consistently try and prove me wrong. I don't have to prove you wrong because I'm a heel and I don't care.
The thing that came to mind when I thinking about it was, I reckon it's going to go to like War Games possibly and have like Team Gargano against Team Ciampa.
Well, it could do. And to be fair, it'd be all right. You know, even if you did it that way and I'd win and walk out with the title. But, you know, again, it's... Even then, you know how it's going to play out. It's going to basically be Johnny gets left on his own, has to take on 2 or 3 of them and ends up, you know, against the odds, fighting his way back to leveling it at 1-1, and it's just him and Tommaso, and then Tommaso goes over. You know, I've booked it.
Yeah.
So I'm not. I'll get hate for it. Yeah, I didn't. I thought
you're a wrestling fan. That's what you do, though.
Yeah.
You express your opinion and get hate for it.
Yeah. You know, but at the end of the day, I just don't. I'm not that into it. You know. I don't know what more to say. You know, I'm a couple of weeks behind as it is with NXT.
Yeah.
You know, if we're talking, you know, about the last takeover, really, that was, you know, I thought it was a great show. I thought that the street fight was better than the first match between Gargano and Ciampa. I thought the way the heel went over was good. It made him look like a chicken shit heel, which is kind of what he is. You know, and
well, I liked how they went to sort of the lengths of like even like pulling back the bloody canvas and that and showing you the boards.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
DDT on the boards and that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So you know, that match was good. I said I thought Black and Sullivan was quite good. Velveteen Dream and Ricochet was okay. I expected a little bit more from that match, if I'm honest. I kind of expected that match to be like a show stealer, but that was actually the first match on the card, which was the tag match, which was excellent. You know, I think for 2 what I would describe as plain guys, Oney Lorcan and Daniel Burch do quite a good job. You know, they have no right to be there, really. You know, they both come out, they both wear black. They, you know, and they became a tag team because they feuded over like 3 weeks. But it was good. You know, that made perfect sense. It made sense that they didn't win as well. So I can't argue with that. It was, you know, that was a decent showing, considering I don't particularly like Roderick Strong either. I thought that was quite good. But that's just because, I don't get it. You know,
Mr. Backbreaker.
It's not even so much that I don't get. It's the,
Ow.
You know, music hits and I think, it's all right. Straight walks down to the ring, stands on the apron. Gets down. Yeah, okay. Right. That's well got me interested. No, it's not. And it's like, so, what's your story? I'm a dude. Okay. Carry on.
Yeah, what's your gimmick? I have really small boots.
Yeah.
And I do backbreakers.
You see, I don't mind that. I don't mind the backbreakers, but don't tell me it's a massive feat of strength when he picks up a 230-pound guy. Or 250-pound guy. Yeah? Don't tell me it's a massive feat of strength. It's not. I understand he's, you know, he's a smaller guy. He's under 205 pounds. He could be in that show and whatnot. But that doesn't mean that it's a feat of strength when he picks up what they would call a normal-sized guy. Yeah? I'm a 230-pound man. Yeah, and I'm just a normal dude walking down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'd say it's a great feat of strength because he's picking up and backbreaking me. It's not.
Well, if you're going with the Corey Graves sort of logic of commentary, I'm going to reference every Pantera song and album I can. That was a vulgar display of power by Roderick Strong there, as he picked up that 230-pound man. Oh, he's far beyond driven.
Well, you know, I can't argue with Corey Graves. Coxie doing the pose. But, yeah, it's one of them, really. Trying to feel what else has happened.
The Andre documentary came out.
Didn't watch it.
I have.
I'm going to be fair here. I think I would find it boring.
I didn't. It was quite like an insight into the guy, not just as a wrestler. Sort of, it took you behind like his personal life and stuff as well.
Right, okay.
There was the Ric Flair 30 for 30 came out, but I've not watched it yet.
Right.
That's meant to be really good.
Okay.
There's the Mauro Ranallo documentary came out.
I've not seen that.
It was another one. It's like on the Biography Channel, or whatever, like similar to the Andre one, but it's like talking about him and bit like his bipolar disorder and all that sort of thing.
Okay, yeah.
But there was that video came out of Mauro Ranallo at I think Takeover doing commentary when he's like leaping out his seat. And getting proper into it. I fucking love this guy.
Yeah. But that's why, to be fair, that's why I think everybody likes Ranallo so much.
Yeah.
Because he is into it, you know, and it comes across that he is.
Braun Strowman's Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Monster in the Bank.
I expected that. Well, I mean, to be fair, that's one of the few bits of the main roster show that I have watched recently. I watched the Raw before Money in the Bank. Just shits and giggles, really. Yeah. I knew I was never going to watch Money in the Bank. I'm going to say that now. The things that I'm interested in on Raw weren't happening in Money in the Bank. Really.
Yeah.
I could have called Strowman winning as soon as I saw the lineup, and Alexa Bliss winning was a nice surprise. Because I thought they had seriously dropped off on her. And she's one of the only reasons I watch Raw. And I see all the hate on Facebook, on Twitter, and all this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, a month earlier, you all wanted her. And you all wanted Strowman to win these things. You all wanted it. And then suddenly, because they've got, they're being pushed there, Vince's guys, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, bollocks. Bollocks. You know what I mean? Utter garbage. And like, I've been reading like all the things like how Alexa Bliss is horrible when she's on offense and she's terrible in ring and blah blah. You loved her a month ago. Yeah.
I just remember you saying before I came on the air, like mentioning Braun Strowman about the course, what happened at Wrestlemania.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So of course you've not seen Wrestlemania because
you've been in a cave.
Yeah, but you're somehow picking this podcast up.
Yeah.
Of course, Braun Strowman did he have the tag belts or did he go?
No, he won the tag belts at WrestleMania.
He won the tag belts at WrestleMania by picking a child out of the crowd as his tag team partner.
Yes.
Who did nothing.
Yes.
Called Nicholas.
Yes. And the tag team division has not recovered since.
No.
But
to which the Brit Rest troll on Twitter decided to tweet out the day after, "Don't think Braun Strowman picking a child out of the audience means it's okay for you to do it, Brit Rest. Some of you shouldn't be around children."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And that was like the last tweet they've put out since April.
Bloody hell.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's, that, at the end of the day, I don't like what they did as Nia Jax's champ anyway. I don't care for her really in ring, and the whole the whole storyline, the way they did that was so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the mean girl's picking on poor Nia, and it's like, oh, she's shown everybody you can be a champion too. She's 3 times as big as the girl she's beat.
Isn't that part of the whole storyline?
No, but no, like.
That's what it was.
Yeah, they're trying to say that. Yeah, that's what they're trying to say. But that's not the way that I mean it.
Yeah.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is, she is, she's basically. It's like China back in the day. That's what that's taking on. I don't know. Say, Tori Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a fair contest. No matter how...
WrestleMania 17, was it? China Ivory?
Yeah, it's not a fair contest. No matter how good the smaller competitor is, how athletic they are, how fast they are, whatever. As soon the story they were telling was as soon as they get caught, that it's over. Yeah? Well, that's what happened. But Nia Jax had never been built as a weak person or as a weak personality. She was built as this strong woman who the whole roster always needed to take out of any type of rumble or battle royal or anything. Yeah.
Akin to the Big Show.
Yeah. So she's not an underdog. She can't be an underdog. That's like saying that if Brock Lesnar was to fight Nicholas, Brock Lesnar would be the underdog. No, he's not. He'd murder him. Do you know what I mean, though? That's what they're trying to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Great. Her versus Ronda Rousey. Yes, I agree. She is the underdog in that fight. Oh, well, you can't armbar me. I'm sorry, Asuka armbarred you several times. We know that you're going to get armbarred. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Ronda Rousey is a former professional fighter. She has to be built like Brock Lesnar is built. Yeah? Unstoppable force.
Yeah.
Yeah? Fine. But in terms of Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax, Nia Jax can't be the underdog.
Yeah.
You can't tell me this story that she's the underdog because, oh, well, she's been bullied all her life. I'm sorry, are you assuming that people don't watch Total Divas? Are you assuming that people have no idea about Alexa Bliss's backstory? Yeah, this is a girl who had an eating disorder, was in hospital. Yeah, and it's taken all of her will and all of her fight to get to where she is, so that she's a healthy person. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's an underdog story, but because she's the heel, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a true underdog story. Being The Rock's cousin and being a model and a power lifter and having everything given to you because of who you are, you're not an underdog.
Yeah.
So, it's absolutely hilarious. Some of this shit.
So what else has been happening in wrestling?
Not really that. Lesnar's not been showing up. We've got Roman Reigns in the main event again. Because, fuck you, basically. Well, that and... Well, who else are going to put in the main event? Strowman's carrying the briefcase, so you can't really have him in it. And there's nobody else left. You know, KO has been bitched out for months, years. Sami Zayn's now off injured, but has been bitched out for years. Bobby Lashley is a milky brew. And is as dull as such. Christ, even his entrance is dull.
Though I saw on Wrestlemania, there was one match he was in where he had like his Nike headband on, and the referee had to like tell him to flip it over because it had the Nike logo on show.
Yeah. You see, I can't stand Lashley. He's just boring. They're all so boring. Like, Ziggler coming back and winning the Intercontinental belt. Did it matter? No. Because you took it off the guy who was building it into something. And it's just like, Dolph goes over. No chase, no build. Boring. They put them in a 9-man match and expected people to be into this shit. And it's like, well, with no build, no one cares. He came back, he won the title. They've feuded-ish. Seth Rollins should be doing much more, much better things.
Well, not only that, but the crowd seemed to shit all over that match with the fucking clock.
Well, here's the thing. When your new US champion goes 4 pins to 0 down within 8 minutes...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but who's going to buy it? Who buys that this guy's the champ? No one. How can you put a belt on someone and bury them at the same time? This is how you do it. Because you've clearly said he's not good enough. But then he's ended up winning in overtime of some kind. It's like... he won through fuckery, if I remember correctly. So, he can only win through fuckery. And is that bad that he can get pinned 3 times by the same guy in 8 minutes? That's not good booking. That's terrible booking. That's why people didn't care. Terrible booking. So, it's like, they brought Drew McIntyre back and stuck him with Dolph. And they're like, oh yeah, they still think that he's got the capability to be a WWE champion someday. He's dull. Being a henchman is dull. You're not doing anything. And to be fair, I wasn't that into his NXT run. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what your opinion is.
I've never understood like the whole thing with Drew McIntyre. Because they put him with the whole 3-man band thing. He had his little 3-man band run.
Yeah.
They got rid of him, brought him back, gave him the NXT belt.
Yeah.
Then put him on main roster, and now he's just sort of like there again with Ziggles.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. It just doesn't... It's like, why?
Yeah.
If he was NXT champion, then why does he need to be a henchman? Surely he should come in on his own 2 feet. No? Even Big E, that's the last person who won the NXT title and then just came in as a henchman. It was Big E, and he was Dolph Ziggler's henchman.
Yeah.
What happened to his career? It flatlined until the New Day came along, and I can't stand that.
But don't forget he punched AJ in the tit.
Oh, yeah. There was that. But Yeah, no.
AJ nearly dead by half.
But yeah, I don't know. It's not, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't make sense.
Mm.
You know, what they did with Dolph Ziggler doesn't make sense. You know, winning the US title, then leaving, and then coming back a week later. But
Yeah.
it was like, why? How does this make any sense?
Mm.
It's just, I understand they've given him a new deal and whatnot, but the boy needs a repackage completely. Yeah. He needs completely repackaged, re-gimmicked, possibly even sent to NXT to try out new gimmicks. Because he's not getting time to do it on Raw.
Mm.
You know, it's like, I mean, what they're doing with Finn, you know, look at Finn nowadays. It's like, oh, he won that US the title, but then got injured and had to go away, and has never had a title shot since.
Yeah. But it's okay, because Balor Club is for everyone.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Exactly. It means nothing. Who's in his club? Him. Oh yeah, but it's for everybody. Yeah, but the point of it was that it was a faction.
Mm.
Oh no, it's just him. Okay then. Tumbleweeds. You know, he's having matches with Drew McIntyre. A henchman.
Yeah.
A fucking henchman. Where's this going? Nowhere. You know, much like your career. What?
Brutal.
Well, I've got to be. It's fair. Another one that I'm not sold on. Finn Balor. Don't like it. Since all dropping the demon thing, and like, to be fair, since that feud, which was terrible.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing every night. Oh, he gets worked over. Oh, look, he's making a comeback. Look, a drop kick. A drop kick off the top rope. A stamping drop kick. He wins. Oh, great. So glad I stayed up to watch these drop kicks. Oh, maybe that's just me. Coxie's nodding his head, by the way.
So, yeah. Yeah. It's like, he went away, he came back. Yeah, we'll put him in NXT. We'll like pop a push, we'll give him the belt.
Yeah.
And then he's just sort of come to nothingness.
Yeah, it has.
Like, I thought the whole point of him like coming back was to bring him in, and then he gets a big push, like a world title shot or whatever, like, or
well, that's what I thought that we were going to do.
Do something with him.
Yeah, do something. It's like he could even say with Cien Almas on SmackDown, do something with him. He's come in and had a feud with Sin Cara. Sin Cara. I thought he was on fucking what's its face? That 205 Live.
Yeah.
I didn't even realise he was still on SmackDown. I've seen Almas do something.
Apparently he is he's like Vinnie Mac's boy.
Good. Put the belt on him. Have him have the chase be interesting. At the moment, AJ Styles is just beating everybody, and whoever's going for it isn't entertaining me. You know, the feud with Nakamura, it wasn't good.
Mm.
You gave us that match at WrestleMania and told us how amazing it was going to be because it was going to be like Wrestle Kingdom, and
it wasn't.
No, it was like something. It was like stepping in gum.
Yeah, he's sort of a bit disappointed with Nakamura.
I am.
Like,
I think it's the way he's been booked, though.
Well, you gotta say you can't speak English, and you just kick people in the nuts.
I don't even mind that. I don't mind that. You know, the whole, like, he basically gives an interview in English and then when they ask him a question about, like, nut shotting people, goes, sorry, no speak English. I think it's quite funny. I think it's quite sarcastic. And it's quite, I don't mind that. My problem is where is it going?
Mm.
They've put the US belt on him. Great. Now, keep it.
Yeah.
And I don't mean for 12 months. I don't mean for 300 days. I mean for 8 years. Something daft. Build that fucker up.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if... I listened to How to Wrestling about Nakamura.
Right.
And what they did in New Japan was the King of Strong Style is a heel gimmick because it was basically that he didn't like all the flip-de-doo, namby-pamby crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wanted to take it back to its roots of strong style wrestling, like these Japanese roots, yeah, of which is strong style wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And he won like their version of the Intercontinental title. Held for 6 years. Never once had a world title fight during that time.
Yeah.
But held that belt for 6 years. Yeah, but it made that belt feel important.
Yeah.
It was more coveted than the actual world title because that would change hands, whereas this never did. Yeah, and he led a faction of guys that were, which is why he was the king of strong style. That were all trying to bring back this style of wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could easily do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like all this flip-de-doo running around namby-pamby crap. Yeah, keep it. You've got a perfect foil there in Jeff Hardy, who, yeah, okay, is a more old-school WWE style wrestler, but he's still known for his high spots and his flip-de-doos.
Yeah.
Yeah? Even though they're not like Ricochet flip-de-doos or whatever, but it's still what he's known for, his high flying. Yeah? Just ground wrestle this guy and, like, you know, keep retaining the title, but looking strong doing it. I'm not saying make him look weak doing it. Make him look strong doing it.
Yeah.
So, he's the king of strong style. And build on that. They won't, though. He'll get beat by Borton next week.
Yeah.
He'll lose through another Randy Orton promo.
He'll lose the title to Borton on an episode of SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then,
clean.
Yeah. The following week he'll get a rematch and lose. And then the pay-per-view will be like Orton versus...
It'll be Orton Nakamura. It'll just be Orton versus Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. And be like, yeah, but he's beaten both of them multiple times. Why do I care?
Well, they won't even have Nakamura on the pay-per-view. It'll
Yeah.
just be Orton, well, Borton, Hardy.
Yeah. I'll just be like, so he's pointless. Transitional champ. Definition of. But, you know, I can only hope. I can only hope that they do it right.
Well, then, jumping over to the Orient.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Kenny Omega is a new IWGP champ.
Yes. I've read about it. I've not seen it.
You need to.
All right, okay. I need to... I will have to acquire it via means.
Yeah, he won the belt from Okada. After, I think he held it for nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah, I think it was.
I'm sure it's around the 400 day something, 500 day mark.
Right.
Let's double check. Kazuchi Okada. And of course, Alan Lewis got to go and see him in Manchester.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
Lucky
fuckers.
720 days and 12 defences.
Nice.
So, ta-da. Let's look at Brock Lesnar in comparison. Okay. Universal Champion. So, where's his reign? Let's find his reign. Not UFC. Universal Champ, here we go. $480 days.
Okay. But he's not putting anywhere near his quality matches.
Well, there's that, and he's barely defended it.
Yeah. That's true.
And even then, the past however many times he's like defended it against Roman Reigns 4 times,
something like that, yeah.
daft, like.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no like matches in between, so to speak. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just him and Reigns all the time in the main event.
Yeah.
Whereas at least Okada's been facing other guys.
It's like what I was saying to you about Goldberg when he had the belt, and he rarely, like, I think he did like 1 pay-per-view appearance.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of stupid, really.
So.
It's daft, but I will have to catch it because it's one of them that I did want to see, but I just not had the opportunity to. And if it's as good as the first 2, then it's only going to be amazing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a long match, but it is really good, and the story they tell in that it's brilliantly done, like, superb. So
cool. I say, I'll have to look into it. But other than that, the only thing I know is did Bullet Club disband or something, or like split?
Are you referring to like Cody Rhodes and that?
Yeah.
It was a weird thing of like, I've not been into it properly because of course like Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks in All In, the All In event on the 1st of September.
Yeah.
And they sold 10,000 tickets for it and all this. But they have this like little YouTube show called Being the Elite.
Right.
And there was something like that where they kicked out Kenny Omega and then they brought him back, but then they kicked out someone else and brought it. There's a whole thing. But there was a funny video they put up just after Wrestle Kingdom, I think it was, of this Being the Elite, and they're all sat eating.
Yeah.
And you've got like Kenny on one side and Cody on the other. And like Cody's staring at Kenny and he eats something. Right. Then it pans to Kenny and Kenny like eats something. But Cody like and picks up something and eats that. And all of a sudden Kenny Rhodes got like a big chicken leg. Just picks that up. And then Cody Rhodes got a fucking sundae. It's like, where are they getting this food from? Then that young boy's like, what are you doing? It's like, we're just eating.
Right, okay.
It was just really weird how they did it, but then there was this whole thing of like Omega and Ibushi, Kota Ibushi have this like tag team called like the Golden Lovers.
Right, okay.
I don't know what that's about, like. So, but I think there was like this whole thing of like they kicked Kenny out of Bullet Club.
Right.
But then had like, oh well, I'll team with Kota Ibushi and we'll take you on. And then they have matches when it's like they've taken him back into Bullet Club and.
Right, okay.
I don't know.
Right. It's confusing.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Without following it properly, but.
Yeah, I say I have no way of following it, so this isn't my issue. I mean, it's something that I've always thought maybe I should, cancel the network subscription and pick up, New Japan subscription. So, but it's doing it, innit?
I could see even like, so when you start Bunker, it's like 1972. Like, what? Like, yeah, I've started right at the beginning, working my way through.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be doing that. No. I'd maybe go back a few weeks, like a month or so.
Yeah.
Because that always seems to be that's always seems to be about a right amount of time to go back and you can catch up on most things.
Yeah.
It's like you were saying about NXT. And then you're just looking up matches that you want to see.
Yeah.
Really.
It's like normally I'll watch TakeOver in full.
Yeah.
Because they always have those sort of little recaps like they should do.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's just...
I must say the only things that I don't watch on NXT or TakeOver is I don't watch I'm going to get heat for this, but I don't really watch the women's title matches. I find Shayna Baszler boring.
Boo!
I find her boring. And I should love that style, but she's just so dull.
To be fair, I didn't watch
dull.
I didn't watch the last.
The match with Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how many moves Nikki Cross does?
3.
1.
It's disgusting.
You know, and
outrageous.
It was just boring. So boring. And I feel like I should really enjoy a gimmick, and I should really enjoy the whole, like, you know, how methodical she is at taking apart her opponent and setting up the Kikina clutch and whatever.
Yeah.
She's just so dull. She's so boring. I can't enjoy it. And they're like, oh, she's a fantastic heel, you know, because it built, you know, like you hate her because of that. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not entertained by it.
Yeah.
You know, you're a great heel you're entertained by. But, you know, one of them, innit?
Mm.
So it's one of them. It's just a bit.
Yeah. So, yeah, we better start wrapping up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So there's not much else happened, really. There's not much else worth commenting on. At least in today's WWE.
Mm.
You know.
Well, there's SummerSlam's this month.
SummerSlam's this month. So we've got Lesnar Reigns.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to see again. But they might throw Milky Brew into it. But I still don't want to see it.
And is there another takeover?
Yes. Yeah.
There's normally one before SummerSlam, isn't there?
Yeah. It's War Games, isn't it?
That's later this year, I think.
Is
October, November.
Oh, well, there is another... there must be one, because it's normally one alongside SummerSlam. But they'll be alright. To be fair, it usually is, but I don't really know what big feuds are going off. You know, Ricochet and Adam Cole. That'll be a great match if they do it. That's guaranteed to be good. I think
there's probably going to be a Black Ciampa
rematch. It'll be good. Guaranteed to be good, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Apart from probably Gargano and get involved.
Yeah, I'm going to say he'll do his usual complain and make it a freeway or something.
Yeah. Which he'll probably end up costing Black the title, no doubt, and getting pinned by Ciampa. You know, tag titles match. It'll be. Well, I think they were talking about Mustache Mountain, War Raiders, and Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that I've seen recently. That could be good.
Yeah.
Although I don't like the War Raiders.
Okay.
I don't get it. I don't get why I should care. They just come in and don't do a right lot to me. And then everybody goes mental for them. I'm like, okay. Why?
I've never seen them on the indies
or
anything.
They were War Machine, weren't they?
Yeah.
In ROH. But I don't watch ROH, so I've never seen any of their stuff in ROH. And then they've come in and just kind of squashed guys.
Yeah. A lot of new authors of pain, aren't they, essentially?
Basically, yeah.
For NXT.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't think they're that good. They're not big enough to really be intimidating. And, yeah. I don't know, I don't get it. I don't get why they're squashing people. I don't get why they're squashing people who are bigger than them as well. You know, being the fact that it's all based on the fact that they're these big powerhouses.
Yeah.
Well, like they took Heavy Machinery. Heavy Machinery are on a losing streak. Fine. But they're both way bigger than the War Raiders. And they squashed them.
Yeah.
And then TM61, who were, you know, cheating and beating people left, right, and centre. Squashed them.
That should be their team name then. Cheating and beating.
To be fair, they do need a new team name. There was talk of changing it, but I don't even know what TM61 meant.
No.
And they didn't seem to have any character.
They're on 2K18, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like my jobbers.
Yeah, well, they're on 2K18 as the lowest rated guys in the game, if I remember correctly.
There's, what's he cut? Something Fawn, or...
Yeah, he's one of them.
Is it him? No,
Yeah.
Sawyer Fulton, that's the one. He's just like a 69 or something.
Oh, I don't know who he is.
I think they're
is he the guy that was part of Sanity and then got released?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're both like a 70 or 71. So
Yeah.
I think he's like the lowest rated. I think.
Well, they both suck. I mean, to be fair, I've not seen any. Any of the matches that I've seen of theirs in NXT, they've not looked great.
Mm.
So I don't.
Career NXT is.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff on NXT that recently that hasn't been good. There's a lot of good, but there's a lot that hasn't been.
Yeah.
Like Kona Reeves. Don't even get me started on that guy. The finest. That's his gimmick. He's the finest. So he shouts at everybody, I'm the finest. Right? So week 1 comes out, plain white jacket, maroon pants that just have KR on them, and white boots. That's it. Week 2, and he beats local jobber. Week 2, he's now got shades, and he's had some kind of animal skin attached to his jacket, and a crappy looking medallion.
It's
right, seriously, and the sewing job on the jacket is that bad. It's already tearing off by the time he gets to the ring. It's torn off on one side, and he's shouting, "I'm the finest." The finest what?
I was about to say, it sounds like when you play like 2K, like the first 2K or like a very early SmackDown game. It's like you have to do like a match and you get money. Okay, I can buy a jacket. The week after, you got a bit more. Oh, I can upgrade my jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, the week after, I can afford sunglasses. Like, it's always done that. It's like, here's your money. Okay, I need some new, like, entrance stuff. I'll just wear some sunglasses, put that on my jacket.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah. It's just, it's hard because he's not even good in ring. He sucks in ring and he's fighting jobbers and just... like winging them around. Yeah. Well, I won't even say he's winging them around because he doesn't do a lot. He does like a belly to belly or side suplex of some kind, and then does like a falling elbow drop off the second rope. And it's kind of it. And he has this finisher that I can't even remember because it sucked. But he just sucks. It's like every week this guy. Or at least it has been in the time period that I've been watching. Okay, like I said, a couple of weeks behind, been away and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the commentary is like, oh, he likes the finest clothes and the finest this, and it's like his clothes are ripped, they're falling apart. What do you mean? It's like he's got the finest smile. His teeth are yellow. He's ugly. He's like a really ugly guy.
He's a chain smoker.
Basically, it looks like it. It's like, why? Where has this come from? It's like budget Bobby Roode. Yeah, I'm the finest. Get a robe.
Yeah.
Not a jacket. I'm the finest. The finest at what? Pick a move you're good at. Do it a lot. Do a standing suplex for me. Fuck's sake. Just make it look cool. Make it look good. You know, the finest should be like a classic ring technician he should be Rick Rude.
Yeah.
But you're not Rick Rude. You are this mush. But you are. You know, that's why it's frustrating.
You are the steam off Rick Rude's turd.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. So he sucks. He's infuriating. But yeah, I'm angry with the product at the minute. So as people probably notice.
Well, it's a good thing for our next episode. We're going to flash back, aren't we?
Yes.
We're going to take you back to 1999.
A classic year. We were 11.
Yeah, just starting school, high school.
We hadn't even met.
No, I think we had by this time, possibly. October.
Oh yeah, well, we met in the September.
Yeah.
That's how old this is.
So yeah, we're going to take you back and cover a partial storyline / a pay-per-view as we cover Halloween Havoc 1999.
Woo!
Because Bunko requested it.
Last Art of Kayfabe does WCW. Yes.
Last Art of Wrestling does WCW.
Kayfabe.
Fuck off. So yes, we get to see such quandaries as Disco Inferno versus Lash LaRue, Psycho Sid versus Goldberg, and Bret Hart versus Hulk Hogan.
Goldberg, a man who cannot touch another man.
Featuring the comedy stand-ins of Chet Lemon.
Yes, I can't wait.
That's homework.
I can't wait. I might do it tomorrow night.
I'm going to have to do it at some point this week when I have free time in the evening. So,
Yeah.
Debatable.
And we should have Paul. We should have a hat guy back.
We should do, yeah.
Return of hat guy.
He's off on high. He still hasn't recovered from WrestleMania 9. He took an FFOD and it went horribly wrong. So he gets not been here.
Yeah.
So, anything else to rant on?
No, I think we're pretty much done with the current product. I'll hopefully be catched up by the next time we're on as well. So I'll know everything that I've missed.
Even including going back and watching old Nitros.
Even including going back and watching old Nitros. And if I can find it, WCW Thunder.
22! Goldberg! Why me? Why me? Why me?
It's going to be amazing.
The only thing I said as a poll at one point a while back, it would have made that bit even better if he just started crying. So yeah, Halloween Havoc next, 99, and then I don't know what we're doing after that. We may review SummerSlam.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Why not? Why not?
Maybe, I don't know.
We'll see what Paul wants to do.
Yeah, and I'll book some out.
Yeah, get on with it.
The
talent is here.
Yeah, so we've got other stuff we're going to announce that later this year, nearer the time.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
So, sweet. So yeah, find Lost Art of Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter at LAOW Podcast. Yeah, that's right. Find the Lost Art of Wrestling on Lost Art of Podcasting even on Patreon.
Yeah.
Where if you sign up, you will get this episode early.
Awesome.
Plus possible bonus episodes.
Multiple bonus episodes.
As we sit down and watch wrestling movies at some point.
Yes. Like, ready to rumble.
God damn it.
And See No Evil. And See No Evil 2.
Yeah.
And all 5 of the Marine movies.
No.
Yes.
That can be a Bunko project.
That's fine. I'll do it. I own the first 2.
Just get 3, 4, and 5 and you're sorted.
Yeah. Oh, 5 is on Netflix at the minute.
You watch that one now, make notes, and then get 3 and 4.
Yeah, I will do. Don't worry about it. I got this shit.
But I'm booking that for you. I'm writing it down now. I'm booking it for you. That's your other homework.
Cool.
The Marines. The Marines for Patreon.
I'll do it.
Lost Art Patreon.
Lost Art Patreon. And 12 rounds. 1 and 2.
And what's that other WWE film? The Caller, it's called or something, or The Caller?
Oh, yeah. Do you mean the one with...
Halle Berry.
Yeah, I know which one you mean.
You can do that one.
Thanks. I didn't offer to do that one.
I'm booking it for you.
I'm telling you well, that's fine. I'll get it done. And I'll send it over.
And then we'll also cover the likes of The Wrestler.
And other good wrestling movies. Like The Chaperone.
No. Unless people ask for it and actually subscribe and tell us they want us to do The Chaperone, and we'll do it.
Blade Trinity for Triple H.
But it's like saying we'll do The Ringer because Terry Funk's in it.
No, Triple H is actually in that for quite a bit.
No, he's not in... He's like in the background of The Ringer, so...
Oh, fair enough. No.
Well, that's saying we'll do Suburban Commando.
We will do Suburban Commando, and you know it. And Mr. Nanny.
Oh, God. No. Then we've got to do like the Three Ninjas films.
Yep, it's happening.
This one I had to put up with. Yeah, he calls me the booker.
You are the booker. Let's tell you what to do.
Well, that's been the Lost Art of Wrestling. So, of course, I've been Coxie. Well, I didn't even introduce you this time. We just sort of started chatting.
Yeah, well.
He's been the baddest man, the baddest man, the baddest man on the planet. Signed, sealed, delivered. The master of 1,000 gimmicks. Your boy and mine. I had a gimmick for you last week as well. I forgot it.
Well, that's not my fault.
Damn it. Billy the Boy Bunkle.
How do?
And you've been listening. Thank you, Grapple fans.